Alright, welcome back to another turn of Operation Tirpitz. This is going to be turn 16, January 1944 for the Germans. One minor bit of housekeeping before we move on. The Americans built 8 units in their major factory, but they don't have improved factories. They're only allowed to build 5. So we're moving an infantry, a medium tank, and a medium bomber into the northeast. They're being built in the northeast instead. No functional change. Everything can still reach England next turn. The medium bomber has a range of 6 with LRA, so it can reach. The fighter does need to stay in New York to reach, so I'm definitely doing that. And I assumed the airborne wanted to stay with the transports, so I figured this was the nicest way to handle things without being given an explicit list of where everything is supposed to go. All right. I've once again rolled the tech off screen using the Dice Maiden bot. I've got a miss of 5 on advanced artillery, a miss of 3 on LRA, a hit of 9 completing advanced submarines, and a miss of 4 on large ship construction. Alright, let's get into the buys. I am declaring first 2 Tigers for 14, leaving me at 71. 2 SS Panzers for 8. Five advanced mech for 20, leaving me at 43. Four infantry for 12. Three militia for 6. Oh boy, I appear to have messed up my list of buys. Okay, I've got a different document that's got them all correct. Okay, 2 medium bombers for 11, for 22, 11 each. So that leaves me with 3 left. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, yeah, 2 medium bombers, and then the last 3 will go into an airborne for clearing the bank. And that is all that I am buying. Alright. The combat moves, I have a decent number to declare on this one. From Kalmitskaya into Stalingrad, I'm using 1 medium tank and 1 mountain infantry. From North Caucasia into Stalingrad is a tactical bomber. From North Caucasia to Smolensk, 1 strat bomber is strat bombing the rail between Smolensk and the Kaluga Oblast, and the other strat bomber is carpet bombing Smolensk. The militia or the airborne in western Kazakhstan is taking Saratov. A medium tank in Comet Sky is driving through western Kazakhstan and taking Orenburg. Another medium tank from Comet Sky is driving through Tula-Lipetsk, obviously capturing Tula-Lipetsk on the way, and blitzing into the Kaluga Oblast. I do believe should be all the combats around Stalingrad. Sorry, cat got in the way. Okay, to the south, I'm taking Azerbaijan with the infantry from northern Iraq. And in Belarusia, I'm pushing all 3 infantry and the artillery from Lubelsky into southern Belarusia. All of the other units are attacking Podlakia from Lubelski. All of the heavy tanks, including both Tigers, and one of the SS are intending to blitz, if they can, into Latvia. The other SS Panzer that remains is intending to blitz into northern Belarusia. And lastly, from Western Germany, 2 airborne are being picked up by the 2 Strat bombers and attacking Estonia with the support of the fighter from Western Germany. All that is attacking the neutral Estonia. And that is all of the combat moves I have to declare. So, no, it is not. I forgot one more. I want to raid with these 2 German submarines now that I have Wolfpack on them. So, these 2 submarines are going to be raiding in A44 as well. And that will be the last combat move that I forgot another one. Both ships in Normandy, the heavy cruiser and the transport, are coming out of port and attacking A21. So let's go ahead and resolve that one first. That one's going to be really short and sweet. I've spoken already to Deathfist and Subscullion. They have chosen to scramble all 4 fighters that are available. So I suspect this fleet is just going to get slaughtered. But that's kind of the point. I have 1 heavy cruiser versus 4 fighters, a light cruiser, and 7 destroyers. 3 Soviet, also the light cruiser Soviet. Yeah, that's correct. This is the correct die. So I'm just gonna hope that the Germans manage to get 1 hit off of this. I did manage to get a hit, and my entire fleet is destroyed, including the transport. Okay, so I have requested information from Spitfire, Deathist, and Subscullion regarding which ship should be taken as a casualty in the event that one does get killed, which it did. So that hasn't been completed yet. Spitfire appears to be unavailable, and I was just a little bit excited to get my turn out, so I wanted to go ahead and record anyway. I figured it wouldn't have any consequences until next turn anyway, so I'm just going to take note on this board that either a British, American, or Soviet, presumably destroyer, is destroyed in this combat before passing it off to the next board to be settled when it is decided by those players how they want to take that casualty. But it doesn't actually matter for the rest of my move, so I wanted to go ahead and get the turn out. Alright, next I'll do the convoy line, because I always forget them. So both die are on a +3 bonus now. +2 for being a sub, +1 for having another rating sub in the territory. So it's just whichever die result is higher, and then of course we roll the anti-submarine warfare shot against every sub. So the first submarine does 1 damage and survives. The second submarine does no damage and survives. So there's going to be 1 damage that I'll put on the line that connects to England. And then that's done. Alright. Okay. Moving on to the east. Let's resolve all of the blitzes and auto captures first. Lakia is captured, and I'll count out loud the IPCs captured as we do this. So That's 1 IPC. Okay. That's 2. That's 5. Kalugo Blast is captured automatically. And 6 for Azerbaijan. Okay, so there's 6 IPCs down for the Soviets, and 6 up for the Germans. Bring me to 82. And now let's do our actual combats. First, I'll do Stalingrad. It is surrounded, so these militia defend at 1 versus 2, 6, and 7. Alright, so round 1. No hits for anyone. Wow. Round 2. No hits for anyone. Wow. Round 3. 1 hit, finally. Okay. One of the militia is dead. Round 4. That's enough. Okay. Okay, Stalingrad is captured. Okay. And the only other combat we have to do is in Palakia and Latvia, and Estonia for the neutral, I guess. So Palakia has 1 militia versus 2 SS Panzers and 3 heavy tanks. There. Okay, so round 1. Got a hit. So that's cleared, and the blitz does get to happen. So the next combat is Latvia has 1 fewer SS Panzer, which blitzed into northern Belarusia instead. So let's roll for that combat. Round 1. Okay, that's cleared. Then the last combat is in Estonia, which has 1 militia defending, 2 airborne attacking with a fighter. So round 1 will have hit 3s, and these will go down to hit 2s in round 2. Alright, so round 1. I did get the hit, so it doesn't matter. Got all the hits. Okay, so all of those territories are captured, and no units are lost. Okay. Alright, so let's get into the non-combat. Oh, I forgot to do the combat in Smolensk. So there's no result other than a damaged rail and a surviving bomber for the rail. He can't scramble into it, so that just happens. There's no need to roll for anything. For Smolensk, I have 3 carpet bombs that I get to use. Alright, let's see if I get any hits. 1 hit. Okay. And then I'll be taken on a militia, of course. Okay, now for non-combat movements. The 2 strat bombers from Smolensk are landing in Oral-Kursk. The fighter from Estonia is landing in Lithuania. Has a movement of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it does get to reach. The strat bombers that dropped off the airborne in Estonia are returning to Eastern Germany, not Western Germany. Okay. More aircrafts. The tactical bomber from Stalingrad is flying to Orelkursk as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. It does have the range. Now for non-combats, more aircraft that did not participate in that round of combat. The fighter from Transcaucasia is flying 1, 2, 3 to Orelkursk. The transport plane in Transcaucasia is flying to Eastern Anatolia and picking up the airborne that's there, and then flying, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and landing in Orelkursk. Yeah, okay. One infantry from Eastern Anatolia is walking into Transcaucasia. All of the units in Syria are moving south into Transjordan. That's all 5 infantry and the artillery. Okay, moving on. From North Caucasia, both advanced mech can just drive to Orelkursk. Everything in Donetsk Kuban is joining them. I'm going to put these on the 84th marker in just a moment, because everything in the 84th is also making their way to Donetsk Kuban, or Orelkursk, not Donetsk Kuban, including both of the airborne, which don't have the movement range to reach, but they are railing down to North Caucasia and then back up. So they do get to rail to Orelkursk, and they get to make it anyway. So the entire 84th is over in Orelkursk. And then it just gets much bigger. Everything in Kyiv that can is doing the same, as well as both advanced mech in western Ukraine. So for Subscullion, who in particular has to count all of these things, there are 10 Tigers, 2 medium tanks, 1 cavalry, 3 airborne. Yeah, 3 airborne. 3 motorized infantry, 3 AAA, only 2 SS, and 11 advanced mech. Yeah, that's it. Okay. More non-combats. Nothing up here. From Eastern Germany, the Tigers and the SS are driving into Bavaria. The 3 advanced mech in Paris are driving to Bavaria as well. Also from Paris to Bavaria is 1 fighter and 1 jet fighter. And the other fighter is flying to Berlin. 1, 2, 3. Also in Berlin, the jet fighter from Western Germany is joining. So from Western Germany, 1 jet fighter goes to Berlin. From Western Germany, the airborne marches to Eastern Germany. And then now a bunch of really minor changes. All of the infantry class units in Berlin, Bavaria, Belgium, Netherlands, and Denmark that can move into Western Germany are going to do so, excepting 1 militia that stays in Berlin. Okay, so that is Bavaria marches 1 infantry into Western Germany. Berlin marches 1 blue division into Western Germany. Belgium marches 1 blue division into Western Germany. Netherlands marches 1 blue division into Western Germany. And Denmark marches 2 infantry, a marine, and a blue division into Western Germany. And then Additionally, I'm repeating that same sort of process for France regarding Picardy, Normandy, and Aquitaine retreating into Paris. Aquitaine sends 1 blue division into Paris, and both Normandy and Picardy send 3 infantry and a blue division into Paris. Alright, that should be all of the non-combat moves I care to take care of this turn. So let's go ahead and do our placement phase. Alright, so let's just move everything here up where we can work with it. Around Jutland. Okay, so both Tigers and both SS, as well as 4 advanced mech, are being built in Bavaria. One of the last remaining advanced mech is being built in Western Germany with all 4 infantry. 2 infantry, just 2 infantry. And both militia. Well, 2 of the 3 militia. I ordered 3 militia, didn't I? I see 2 here. I definitely paid 6. And this one down here? I don't know what happened to it. Nothing seems out of place. Okay, there's definitely supposed to be 3 militia, 2 of which are being built in Western Germany. The last of which is being built in Transcaucasia. North Caucasia. Yeah, North Caucasia. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So the last militia is definitely being placed in North Caucasia. Also in the factory at North Caucasia, both medium bombers. And the last 2 infantry are being built in Paris. And the airborne is being built in Eastern Germany. Also, at the end of my turn, I get a new blue division for earning Madrid, and I'll place my Festung Europa fortification in Belgium to A23. There's not very much space here. Just do that and call it a day. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Belgium is fortified as well. That should be all the placements. Let's do recruitment, and that should be it. Vichy hits on a 2 or less. That's a miss, and Spain hits on a 6 or less. There's a 5, so there's 2 additional militia in Madrid. And that should be that turn over, ready to pass it off to Spitfire for the Comintern turn. Best of luck to him, and we'll have this resolved hopefully in the next video that comes out. And I'm not sure if it'll be relevant anytime soon, so if Spitfire wants to rush out his turn while this discussion is taking place, then perhaps that's an option as well. It's really not an important thing, considering no one's at war over here, and I'm not really available to attack there again, so it is what it is. Alright, best of luck.